Welcome everyone, new project day. I got the ROKR treasure box. After I did the Wooden City one a while back, I was sort of curious if it was any better with the non-poster instructions, which I'm hoping ROKR has a book. They usually do. It's a 4 out of 5, whatever arbitrary scale they use to determine that with. Secret compartment, storage, password turntable, key of casket. I've definitely been through a translator program that, cause I don't think that's one of the terminology they would use for an English speaking audience. Let's say only 158 pieces. Maybe this one won't be too bad as far as time wise, but otherwise, let's hop in and see what I've got myself into as usual. Let's see here. Always the hardest part getting this thing started. Sleeve off of there. And of course got our wooden sheets there. Yes, it is a book. How many steps or pages is it on this one? Looks like 17 steps on over 24 pages, so we'll get into that. And our box of goodies in the bottom, which is a couple of O-rings and some more wax. Alright, just a second here, be right back. Okay, had to throw a bit of a sneezing fit there, and I didn't want to do that right into the mic. Okay, of course nothing under, yeah, that was empty underneath there. So let's just put all that back in there. Let's get this in place and we'll save it for the thumbnail. Okay. Yeah, that'd be a good looking thumbnail. Alright, let's go open up our sheets and see what those have got in store for us. And here seems like a good enough place for me. Stuff is tough. Alright. And a couple of 3 smaller pieces. We got our pegs, a couple of the accordion bendy pieces. Some looks like there's our dials or measure. Is there a pokey tool? I don't see a pokey tool. That don't mean it's not there. Just don't jump out at me. Alright, let's see what we got in the way of sheets here. And more accordion bendy pieces. Not too bad. Let's see. See some gear teeth in there. That's cool. So actually only 3 full-size sheets, and so about 3.5 sheets total. So that's a reasonable amount of. Maybe I won't get too confused on which one's which one. So that being all, got all that out of the way. Let's take a little break. I'll pull out a few pieces and we'll jump right into this sucker. Be right back with that. Okay, so something definitely different is step number 1 is to write down your password, which I don't recommend you put it on the internet like I'm about to, but I'm just going to use 007. That's a really bad 7 because I've got an odd angle here. And find the corresponding piece based on, so I'm assuming 007 there. And P1, 2, and 3 is 647. I don't know what all that means, but for me that's... But then it goes into the actual build on the next page, which we're back to the ROKR's standard, here's your parts list, which I really like. But now that I've done that part, I will go into this part. Okay, so we're going to jump right into the combination lock, evidently. Sort of intimidated. So, based on my James Bond password, 6 is the one I use for P1. So P1, I want to insert D1 into slot 6 from the back. I think that's doesn't get a little. Okay, come on. Getting distracted by that little. Okay, 6. It'll be fairly straight. Okay, there it goes. Little pieces falling off of it. Okay, so that's okay on the back. Okay, now we're supposed to. It says to wax in these, but I'm going to give an experiment. This actually try not waxing the gears this time, just to see what happens, how important that is. So long and so forth. Now to P2, we use the 2-piece one, and mine 007 is, so I put it in 4 on this one, with this one going in the front side. Whoop. Get it fairly square before it'll go. No, that's maybe laying it down. Sitting it down will get me. Yes, I keep. One side goes in, but the other doesn't. Okay, I think that's, yeah, there it went. So, alright, then this goes in between those two, in theory. Yeah, there it goes. Almost. Okay, there it went. Okay. Then, on P3, they just go in. There's no, well, obviously there's only 2. Okay. Okay, I didn't expect this to be the hard part. Okay. Try. Oh, it is going, yeah, from the side with the lettering on it. Okay. They are snug. They do not want to go into these particular holes. Okay. And last one. Thank goodness. Yeah, let me just keep peeling off little pieces of the veneer. Let me try. What have I got? I don't think handy dandies will be stout enough to. Yeah, they're not. Okay, I got some long needle nose here. Let's see if I can get on the very end of them. that might, yeah, sort of hold those two sides in. Yeah, that seemed to do the trick. Okay. And I say it's saying wax the edges on all of these, and I'm going to forego that. Whether that's good or not, I don't know. We may find out at the end. I regret that tremendously. But let's get P1, 2, and 3. And that concludes step 2. And so I'm going to jump in on step 3. It doesn't look like it's too. Yeah, I don't think. How far is it? My goal right now is to get through step 4 today. I think is acceptable amount of work. So I'll be right back with step 3. Okay, I don't think this one's going to take too much time. It looks like it's fairly straightforward and simple. Building a peg and then putting a little piece on top of it. A couple of little pieces, I guess. The difficult part's going to be make sure you line up. You want to do one on the outside. Looks like, yeah, the clear side, they may be the exact same thing. But you want to make sure and line up the symbols on the interior. Around the center, they've got the triangle, X, circle, square. Evidently PlayStation fans. And those go. Get them lined up properly in that 9. I was expecting them to be the same on both sides. 6 above the. I guess just they're just stenciled on differently. Yeah. Still, that's 8, and then so it's next to the slot. Okay. And it goes in this one out, I think. Yeah, the highly decorated one out. Okay, maybe don't do them both at the same time. Okay, there it goes. I am noticing the veneer on these is peeling off a lot. I don't know if it'll focus there or not. I'm seeing that happening on several pieces here, so I'm sort of wondering about that. And the decorative one out. Got the X. I'm going to go on like that. Nice and snug. Got a pretty stout little dial there. Is that? But you know what? I think I have done it backwards because this is gonna be on the outside of the box. Yes, I want to undo that and do it this way because this is the part that shows on the outside with the extra screen printing, the circle on it. Okay, and then line the X's up again. So you go on there. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, that makes sense. Then we just put. Okay, yeah, they do show the flip side version of this afterwards, so it does. Yeah, it does show that circle around the inner circle there being on the outside next to that. So yeah, okay. If I'd looked a little bit ahead, I would have seen that. And that one's on really loose. Does it change if you? No, it's loose no matter what. Okay. But that appears to be a dial to go along with our lock mechanism. Alright. Looks like 4 looks like a bit more extensive step, so that'll take us plenty of time to do. So I will, as per usual, take a second, pull the parts, and be right back with you. Alright, here we go. I think all the pieces are going to be into one cohesive piece after all this step. So let's find out. Okay, we start off with this guy on the blank side. Yeah, nothing. Yeah, and these guys go in theory. Well, which way are these going to go? They're round, so okay, got it. Got one going. And no, I don't. Okay, get the. Okay. Now it's cooking. Just get it started, then work it back in with the ruler. Yeah, get a little more pressure on it. That way, yeah. All the while flopping these accordion pieces around where I can break them. Okay. Okay. One more. Okay. And just straighten you out a little bit, maybe. Okay. And we take these two, supposedly go right on to top of those. Yep. And they did. Excellent. Okay, so we got that situation going there. Now, it's telling me to wax in there. I may end up regretting the whole not waxing thing, but I gotta find out somehow someday. Okay, now we take these 3 pegs, and in the picture they're going up and down, so I'm gonna try and maintain that. I can get it. Okay. The whole trick is getting them started in there. Then it's just a matter of applying the pressure with the little stick, the ruler. All right. So now we got focus on what I want it to focus on. 3 pegs, there they go. Okay. Okay, now take this piece and it slides right in there. Okay, so that's going to be the internal workings of our combination lock, I'm assuming. Then we take these 3 guys onto these pegs and line them up with the, yeah. All right. And this one should automatically line up. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I don't think there's enough grip strength in the world for me to turn that, so I'm not going to try. Because that's what this is for. Yeah, this should just drop right in there. Okay, yeah. I'll be honest, it's going a lot quicker than I thought it was going to. Now we take this sort of Y looking, sort of peace symbol looking thing. And it goes onto the 3 pegs as well. Okay. This piece to sort of lock everything down in place, I guess. Okay. Then, okay, so we're not even using these parts yet. When do we get to use those? Not yet. Oh well. I thought we was going to put everything together, but this just goes through there. It lines up. There it goes. Now we got that out here. Ooh, yeah. Okay. That's as far as I made it with my whole non-waxing experiment. So let's let's pop that off, because that's already making some bad cracking sounds. Okay. Okay. There we go. So gently, maybe gently. Get out of there. Gonna need something smaller than that. No, it's gonna go. Once you get going one, the rest of them will pop. It's really like Pringles. Once you pop, you can't stop. There we go. Okay, let go. Okay. So, now will those spin without trying to figure out where the resistance was to, yeah, that's where it's all not spinning. It's on that. Okay. But actually, I don't even think. Did that say? Yeah, it said say. Doesn't say anything about waxing the pegs, which is the part that's actually, or maybe that's supposed to be included in there, or understood. Okay. Oh well, the video just got a little bit longer. Okay, let's pop the middle one out first, and see if there's any. Okay, the whole thing came out. Let's just work with that. You back in place. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I think new plan. Not going to be very different from the old plan. Grab my petroleum jelly here. I'm going to put this piece on last. That is what I want to do. Make sure, get these things. Say that's where my issue was. So let's make sure and hit them. I'm pretty sure that's where the issue was. Everything else seemed to be pretty free spinning. So you on there. Give you a few spins around. Make sure you're working. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, and that may have worked without the lubricant, but I just didn't break them in properly. But now, sort of finagle this into place. And this guy, I think just hold it in place there. Yeah, that's much better. That's where the issue was. So that's okay. So go put these back on, and I will put a little bit inside this here and there. I don't think that's okay. Now I'll get you lined up and gone through there, and yep, and now everybody's spinning happily. Okay, so now we know, well, and like I say, the fact that the gears aren't lubricated, I'm still feeling good about that now that I know, it's going to be a pick and choose of where you want the, where I want to put the lubrication in. So that's, and obviously the really tight stuff like that is going to need it. That's what I just assume I found out. And put these guys, I say that, and that feels pretty good too. That's not, there's no catch, there's a little bit of catching, but it's not, nothing that I haven't experienced before on one of these sets when I did do all the lubrication. Alright, that's good. Okay, so we got these guys in place, that built up. That's a pretty good start to a video, I think. So, as always, folks, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, complain, share, do whatever you want to with all that. Be good to one another, stay safe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!